Hello students, again I am back over here with science subject from class 10 where you are having a chapter control and coordination. Students, for control and coordination chapter, first you should have a basic understanding about the sensory organs and neuron. So this sensory organs and neurons are the basic structure or the basic unit which is going to help the body control, and the different organs have to be coordinated. Okay, so control and coordination in animals overall, it is the nervous system and the endocrine system. Nervous system is made up of nerves and the nerves are made up of neuron. Okay, and the endocrine system are made up of different glands which secrete certain hormones. These hormones are the chemical substances. They are also known as chemical messengers, which is going to activate or deactivate the organ doing its action. Okay, meaning it makes the digestion faster, it makes the digestion slower. That is what I mean over here. So in animals, the nervous system and the hormonal system are responsible for the control and coordination. The next is receptor. What do you mean by receptor? This is the word what you are going to get in the chapter. Receptor. So receptors are specialized tips of the nerves. Nerve fiber, that is nerve cell, is many nerve cells together form a nerve fiber. So the tip of the nerve fiber that is going to collect the information to be conducted by the nerves. यानी कि from nerves जो message जो information has to be passed, okay, उसको receive जो करता है, the one which is receiving this information from the surrounding, that is called receptor. Receptors are nothing but the sense organs. Okay, say for example, if I am pinching you, then what happens? That pinch effect is going to your brain. The brain is interpreting. So pinch effect goes to your brain through nerves, and your brain is going to interpret it whether the say information is good for your body or is not the say good for your body. Okay, whether you are enjoying or you are not enjoying that, and accordingly the brain is going to convey message again back to the effector organ. Sensory organ is receiving and the effector organ is going to perform the action in response to the information that is being gained by the sensory organ. Okay, so that is something about the receptor. Now what are the different type of recepting organs, or we can say sense organs? You already studied in your lower standard there are total 5 sense organs. Tongue is going to taste. Your skin is going to respond or the touch information. Eyes are the say sensory organ which is going to say visualize the things. So that is going to be sensed. The things is seen. Nose is another sensory organ which is going to sense the smell of the material. And ears are say they are going to sense the audio, the voice. Okay. So, the sensory organ which are, or the receptors which receive the sound as a information are called phonoreceptor. So, phonoreceptors, these receptors or these particular cells are present in the inner ear. I'll be showing you that particular slide, कहाँ पे ये phonoreceptor होते हैं. And the main function is hearing. And also it is helping, a second function is it balances the body also. Photoreceptor, that is photons, light particle. So photoreceptors are the one which they are present in the eye. So it helps the eye to see the things, visualize the things. And the function is, these are responsible for visual stimulus, यानी कि visualizing the things, to see the things, makes the things visible. Thermoreceptor, that is touch. Touch का जो भी रिसेप्शन होता है, इंफॉर्मेशन होता है, टच से जो इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है, दैट इज कैरिड by thermoreceptor, and these cells are present in the skin. The function is these receptors are responsible for pain, touch and heat stimuli. यानी कि whether the information is painful या just the touch how it is, soft है, hard है, rough है, and okay, whether it is hot or cold, that also will be stimulated or received by the thermoreceptor. This receptor also known as thermoreceptor. Olfactory. Students always remember olfact word always comes with smell. Anything which is concerned with smell portion is called olfactory. So olfactory receptors, these are present in nose and the function is to receive smell. Gustatory receptor, that is for the taste. Okay, and these are present on the tongue. Okay, this helps in the detection of the taste. So students, this is a slide where I have just shown you the tongue, and you can see the receptors and the taste bud and the inside in the inside portion. If I just make this particular portion where you can see that it has the taste fibers and the cranial nerves. So whatever that these are the taste bud. Okay, so whatever the taste is received will move and it goes to the taste fibers of the cranial nerves. It goes to the brain, and the brain is going to tell you whether the taste is sweet or it is bitter, or what type of taste. Over here if you see students, this is for the smell. Now it is present in the nose. You can see the olfactory. This particular portion जो rectangle दिया हुआ है, that portion is enlarged and shown over here. Okay, you can see the cells, olfactory filament of the olfactory nerve, supporting cell, olfactory receptors. So olfactory receptors and the olfactory hair, that is the cilia, that is air-like structures, that is going to receive the smell and it is going to carry the smell information to the brain by the olfactory nerves. Then over here if you see, it is eye. Okay, on retina there are rods and cones which are present, which are sensory cell, which are going to carry the stimulation or information through the optic nerve. You can see over here, this is optic nerve. It goes to the brain. Okay, so that is something about the types of the receptor. This particular chart is explaining you the chart of the different sense organ. Phonoreceptor, that is the ear, hearing. Photoreceptor is that is visualizing the things. Thermo is pain, touch, heat. Olfactory are smell detection, and gustatory is taste. Okay, so control coordination is by nervous system and the endocrine system. That is what initially in the beginning I just told you. Okay, the nervous system, it is composed of specialized tissue called nervous tissue. The nerve cell or the neuron, that is the name which is given to the unit. Okay, it is the nervous system which is mainly responsible for the control and coordination in complex animal. Complex animal यानी कि multicellular animal. Okay, the function of nervous system is the nervous system receives the information from the environment यानी कि surrounding to receive the information from the various body and to act accordingly through muscles and the gland. So whatever the information is received, as I told you, will be passed on to the brain. Brain is going to interpret it and will be sending the respective message to the effector organ. So in according to the stimulus that is received, your body is going to react to that. Students, this is something about the neuron. So the colorful picture, you can see this is a neuron or a nerve cell. So you can see the star-shaped body, that is the whole blue color, that is the cell body. Cell body is also known as cyton, C-Y-T-O-N, cyton. it has a nucleus. You can see the yellow color structure, nucleus, and on the either side you can see here this is the dendrite, that is at each and every corner you can see the hair-like projections. Okay, that is called dendrites. Dendrites are going to receive the stimulus or the information from the sensory organ or from the surrounding. One of the dendrite is, you can see it is quite big. It is continuing, जिसके ऊपर वो येलो कलर के स्कॉन सेल्स है. So that blue color dendrite which is long is called axon. Okay, is called axon, and this say it is covered by myelin sheath. So a sheath that is covering it, the function for that is it helps in transportation or carrying the information faster, because it is a long thread like structure. Maybe the effect or the force by which the information, it is in the form of impulse. It is not in the form of writing something. It is in the form of impulse. So this impulse, when it passes through this long axon, it may get slowed down. So the myelin sheath doesn't allow the information or the impulses to slow down. Okay, so it helps the cell to pass on the message or the information faster. Okay, and you can see this. These are the endings, the nerve endings. Okay, the axon terminals. Terminals यानी कि उसका जो end है वो. Okay, so let me make the slide smaller again. Yeah. Okay, so you can see now. Yeah. So the axon terminals. Now let us see the written portion. You can see that a neuron is a structural and the functional unit of a nervous system. A neuron is highly specialized cell which is responsible for the transmission of nerve impulse. The neuron consists of all the parts, that is the cyton or cell body. The cell body or cyton, it is a star-shaped structure which is having many hair-like structures which are produced at a margin, that is at each and every corner. These hair-like structures are known as dendrite, dendron and dendrite. That is just the difference of singular and plural. Clear, students? Dendrites, they are receiving the nerve impulses. Students, again this is a slide which is showing you the same neuron structure, that is a basic structure. So here if you see, the message sent by the nervous system are electrochemical signals. So as I just told you, they are in the form of impulses. They are not, the message is not, or the information is not moving in the form of written text, but they are moving in the form of electrochemical signal, which are nothing but the impulses. Clear? These impulses always travel from the dendrite through the cell body, that is cyton, and then from the cell body through axon up to the axon terminal, that is the end of the axon. Next to the axon end will be the beginning of the next cell, dendrite. Okay, so that will be very clear in the next slide. If you see over here, that is it is over here. So you can see over here the gray color, grayish blue is one neuron. Next to that is the green color neuron. So you can see that the nerve ending, that is axon ending of the first one, and it is next to that is the green color neuron, dendrite ending. Okay, so it is this way how the message that is passing through the grayish blue neuron, that is presynaptic neuron, it goes to the postsynaptic neuron. Okay, now let us go back to the type of the neurons. That is, the neurons are sensory as well as motor neuron. So sensory neuron are the one which is carrying the stimulus or the signal from the sensory organ, and motor neuron are the one where it is sending the signal to the muscles or a gland that is towards the effector organ. It carries the impulses from the brain to the effector organ. So those neurons are called motor neuron. Okay? Association of the relay neuron. This neuron relay the signal between the sensory and the motor neuron. This is the slide what I have already explained you. This is something what I just told you again. That is the presynaptic and the postsynaptic neuron. Now you can see the red color dot over here. That is a small gap over here. Just in front of that over here if you see synapse. So there is a small hair-like gap between the say pre and the postsynaptic neuron. And this hair-like space is known as synapse. Okay, so synapse the point contact between the terminal branches of axon and of one neuron with the dendrite of the another neuron, that is called synapse. Neuromuscular junction, that is in short it is also written as NMJ. So this neuromuscular junction is a point where the muscle fiber come in contact with motor neuron carrying nerve impulse from the control nervous system. Is this clear? So this is something about the neuromuscular junction. Again see over here, this is something showing the detail how it is passing the message. Okay, so you can see that from this first neuron, the neural impulse is moving to the next, that is the receiving neuron. So you can see over here the bigger arrow. Okay, this big arrow you can see the space between the first neural impulse at the first violet color neuron ending and the blue color neuron receiving neuron, the small gap that is called synaptic bulb or the space you can see. Okay, so you can see the synaptic vesicles which are carrying some chemicals material which when it comes to the border it allows it to flow to the next neuron of that is a blue colored neuron. Okay, so it transmits the message by certain chemical substances. Still this is something how the black color substance, that is the chemical material which is passed on from the dendrite to the from the nerve ending of the pre-neuron to the dendrite of the post-neuron. Okay, now the next transmission of nerve impulse. So it's just again explaining the same thing what I have already explained you. The nerve impulse travel in the following manner. That is dendrite are going to receive the stimulus which passes to the cell body to axon to the nerve ending at the tip of the axon, and then it will be the synapse, the hair-like space through which the chemical substance will be passed on, that is the electrical impulses will passed on to the dendrite of the next neuron. So the chemical release from the axon tip of one neuron crosses the synapse or the NMJ to reach the next cell. Okay, so this is something about how the message is passed, types of neuron and the sensory organ. Now let us just have a fast revision by answering few questions on the content what we have already discussed. The first one, any change in the environment to which an organism responds is stimulus, coordination, response or hormone. Yes students, anybody? Yes, what will be the answer? It is stimulus. Okay, the next, a part of the body which respond to the instructions sent from nervous system is called, a part of the body which respond to the instructions sent from the nervous system is called effector organ. Third, the longest fiber on the cell body of a neuron is called axon. What part of neuron is sometimes myelinated? It is axon, that is having the myelin sheath on it. Neurons are specialized to receive, conduct and transmit. What does it receive and transmit? They are the electrochemical signals, impulses. Next question. Interaction between neuron commonly occurs across junctions called synapse. What effect does myelination have on axon? I just explained to these students. It allows them to conduct the signals significantly faster. Okay, so students, this was just a small recapitulation of the content of this video. Such type of MCQ you can get based on these two concepts what we have understood. So students, if you really like this particular video, then please do not forget to like, subscribe my channel. Students, please don't forget to write your views about the video. It is going to be a motivational factor for me to improve, make better and better videos day by day. Clear, students? So don't forget to subscribe my channel. So we'll meet with such type of videos again. Till then,